ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य तोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थे सुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, 14th chapter, verse number 41. Maitreya is continuing to describe what happened after Kashyapa united with Diti. He explained that Kashyapa took bath, then he meditated, and Diti repented and was also full of fear, and she expressed her desire that Lord Shiva may not destroy her womb. So then Kashyapa told her that 2 sons will be born to her and they will be very demoniac, so demoniac that they will disturb all the 3 planetary systems, and they will be very cruel towards women and also to the saintly people. And because of that, Lord will be angry at them and he will descend from Vaikuntha and kill them. So after hearing this, Diti was consoled. So she spoke as follows. Diti Ruvacha Vadam Bhagavata Sakshat Sunabhodara Bahuna Ashase Putrayormayam Ma Kruddhat Brahmanad Vibho Na Brahmadanda Dagdasya Na Bhuta Bhayadayasya Cha Narkascha Anugurnanti Yam Yam Yonim Asau Gataha. She said that it is good that my sons will be killed by Lord whose arm is beautified by the Sudarshan Chakra, Sunabhoda. So this is desirable to me. But I would not like that the Brahmanas in their angry mood, they curse my sons. So she is worried that the sons, because they are sinful, they may be cursed by the Brahmanas. So she does not like that. But if God himself is going to come and kill them, then that is desirable or preferable. Because she says that a person who is cursed by a Brahmana, or one who gives fear to others, then such people, they are not blessed or graced even by people living in hell. That even hellish people do not show their compassion towards such people. So, curse of Brahmana, Brahmadanda Dagdhasya, is very dangerous, and such people are not liked by anybody. Or those who are trouble to others, give fear to others. Bhut bhaya daya sacha. So now Diti, she is speaking more like a devotee, because she is even preferring that her sons are killed by Lord Vishnu. That at least the sons will see the Lord at the time of death, which is a great honor. Even to see the Lord, even if he is killing, so what? And anyone who is killed by the Lord has good destination. So therefore she says that Ashashay, that this is desirable to me. Sakshat Sunabha Udarabham. Lord's chakra, the disc is called Sudarshan. Sudarshan means good darshan. That first of all, Lord appears beautiful with this chakra in his hand. And if chakra is used on someone, then he also has good darshan. Because then he doesn't have to again suffer in the material world. So he gets real good darshan, Sudarshan. Therefore it says Sunabha Udara Bahuna. That Lord holding the disc in his hand. There are some prayers, I don't remember who is praying, that he's saying that even the demons are better than me, devotee, because they get the Sakshat Darshan of the Lord before dying. So Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, Sunabhena chakrena udaro bahuriyasya tena tasya tamati sundaram bahum unnamattam putrau me drakshate. That my sons, they will see the beautiful arm of the Lord upraised, holding the chakra. Iti bhagyavantau eva putrau me bhavishyate. Therefore she thinks that her sons are very fortunate to have. Whatever they will do before that, that is immaterial, but all is well if it ends well. Right? So they may do a lot of cruel things, but when they are dying, they are seeing the Lord. So they have good ending, like a movie. So pleasant ending. In the Indian movies, they always show that there is a hero and there is a heroine, and they want to marry each other, but some third guy comes and some problem is coming. And then story goes on, fight, this, that. Finally, they marry, and the music is going on, the movie ends. So it's always a happy ending, because the hero never dies in Indian movies. No matter what happens, he can jump from the mountain, or he can even be shot, but he will never die. Hero is always immortal. So he says that my sons, because they will see the Lord, therefore they are fortunate. Tatha marnasya आवश्यकत्वे अपि बद्ध ततो मरणात् सर्व पापेभ्यो निस्तारस्य तयोर भावी आशासे. So he says that death is compulsory for everyone, and because they will die in this manner, then they will be free from all the sins. Sarva papebhyo nistarasya tayor bhavi asase. So he says, this I desire. Mahyam mamapi nistaretum iti tadrish putriyor mata ahamapi janm madhye api adrishtam adrisht bhagavad rupa api putra sambandhena bhagavad darsani iva abhimanse. So why she is feeling happy? He says that although I will not see the Lord, but because my sons will see, then I think that I have also seen the Lord. Putra sambandhena bhagavad darsani eva abhimanse. And because of my son's liberation, I will also be liberated. Nistaretum tadrish putriyor mata ahamapi. Kruddhad viprad vadham ma asase. But I do not want that my sons are killed by the anger of some Brahmanas. Like this king who was killed by the curse of the Brahmanas. King Vend. So when he was killed, then he went to hell because he was cursed. It is later on because Prithu was born and he uplifted him from the hell. Otherwise, Vena went to hell, being cursed by the Brahmins. And Parikshit Maharaj was also cursed by Brahmins, but he was saved by Sukadeva Goswami. Otherwise, Takshaka came to kill him. So in the olden days, this Brahma Shap, the curse of Brahmana, was very much feared in India. Brahmanas had the power to curse, and if they cursed somebody, then it came true. But because they were real Brahmanas, they were very austere and followed the principles. Kopiteshu mahatmashu iti tvaduktaya brahmasapadeva putrau me marishyate iti sankita chitta vyakula evaham ma khidyam samprati bhagavad hastato vadham srutva sthir chitta eva bhuvamiti bhava. Because previously Kashyapa Muni has said that they will be disturbing to the Brahmanas, Kopiteshu Mahatmashu, and saintly people will be angry at them. So she had the fear that they will be killed by the curse from the Brahmanas. But now when she hears from the mouth of her husband that they will be killed by the Lord, then she said that I am pacified. Yata na brahmetyadi dvitiyarthe sastyo narkapi tatha yam yam yonim asau gato bhavti tasyasya nanu grinanti. Otherwise he says that those who are cursed by the Brahmanas, they are not liked by anybody. Even if they go to hell, even the hellish people don't appreciate them. They have this much sense that these are very low class. Like you go to prison, in the prison also there are various levels of prisoners. There are thieves, there are dacoits, there are people who rape somebody and go to prison. So even in prison they have like category that he is a low class criminal or he is a high class criminal. Yeah, they have like that. So some prisoners, some criminals who are in prison, they are respected in prison also. Because
Netas. Netas.
Yeah, some politicians or if they have done crime for the cause of somebody, then they are considered as heroes. But this low class type of criminals who are involved in rapes and things like that, then everybody actually criticizes them there also and mistreats them. prisoners also mistreat prisoners. So similarly it's saying that those who are cursed by the Brahmanas, they are not liked even in hell. So Kashyapa then speaks after this. Kashyapa vacha Krita shoka anutapena sadyah pratyavimarshanat bhagavati urumanachay bhave mai apicha adarat putrasya tu putranam bhaviteka satam matah gashyanti yadesha shuddham bhagavadya samam. So Kashyap said that because you are repenting now, number one. Number two, you have come back to your senses. Means you are deliberating what is right, what is wrong. Number three, you are having great respect for the Lord, saying that my sons will be killed by the Lord. That is preferable. Number four, you are being respectful to Lord Shiva, because he said that may Lord Shiva not disturb my womb. And number five, you are also being respectful to me now. Maicha Anant. So Diti, coming from a good family and educated, she understood and she was immediately repenting. Says, because of this, you will be blessed by one grandson. Putrasya tu putranam bhavita ekah satam mata. There will be one of your grandson who will be appreciated by saintly people very much. Satam mata. Gashyandi yad yasah suddham, and his pure fame will be sung. Bhagavad yasya samam, just like the fame of the Lord. So, just as people sing the fame of the Lord, his fame will also be sung along with the Lord's fame. So, this is the good news for Diti finally. After all this, she gets to hear that she will have a great devotee as grandson. And he will be so great that all the devotees will sing his fame and will feel blessed by his association. Krito yo apradhastena shokastato anutapastena pratyavamarsanat yukta yukta vicharat etai panchbhi karnai putrasya hiranyakashipoho putranam madhye ekah satam mato bhavishyati. So you have done a wrong act, but now you are feeling morose and repenting, and then considering what is wrong, what is right. So because of these 5 reasons which are listed here, the son of Hiranyakashipu had 4 sons, Lad, Anulad, Sanlad and Prahlad. So he says that one of them will be a devotee of the Lord. And Santaiva Gashyanti Samam Saya Sadrisham. And he will be glorified even by the saintly people, just as they glorify the Lord, or he will be glorified along with the Lord. So we go to the temple and resolve with Aarti and the singing. Bhakta Prahlad already, right? Yes? Yeah, Bhakta Prahlad. So Prahlad is being glorified even now. Kashyapa had predicted it long ago. Yogair hemairev durvarnam bhavishyanti sadavaha nirvairadibhiratmanam yacchilam anuvartitum yat prasadadidam vishwam prasidati yadatmakam Saesvadrig Bhagavan Yasya Toshate Anya Drisha. And he says that just as gold is purified, when gold comes from the mine, then it is purified by heating it. Says in the same way, saintly people will try to purify their heart by various means, such as not being inimical to anybody. Nirvairadi bhiratmanam. Why? So that they could follow the character of Prahlad. Because Prahlad was so free from envy and feelings of enmity that he was not upset with his father who tried to kill him. And his father tried all sorts of means to kill him. But Prahlad never got angry at him. He did not curse his father, he did not abuse his father or speak one harsh word towards him. Rather, when Lord Nrsimhadev appeared and asked that please take a boon from me, he said that please let my father not go to hell. This is he was asking. He was concerned about his father. So such a pure-hearted person, therefore it says Nirvairadi Bhiratma, Nichilam Anuvartitum, that people, saintly people would try to purify their heart to become like Prahlad. So Prahlad was such a great devotee of the Lord. And when Lord Nrsimhadev was leaving, and Prahlad said, I also want to come with you. Why are you leaving me in the midst of all these demons? Because he was surrounded. So Lord said that no, you have to stay so that people know what a devotee is. Like ideal devotee. Otherwise, how do we know how a devotee behaves? So he says that you have to be here so that people see you as a model, as an ideal, and understand the character of a devotee. So such a great devotee Prahlad is. That's why his name is Prahlad, he gives happiness. Lad. Lad means happiness. So that's why he says that yogair hemaiva durvarnam, that people to follow the character of Prahlad is not easy. One has to be absolutely pure. Even gold has to be purified. So in the same way, he says that even people who have good character, they want to purify them to be like Prahlad. And Lord, by whose grace the whole world feels happy, yat prasadadinam visvam prasidati yadatmakam. And the Lord who sees his own self or who is self-luminous, he was pleased by the behavior of Prahlad. He was very pleased. When Lord Nrsimhadev appeared, he was very angry, very enraged, ferocious. His eyes were burning like fire when he killed Hiranyakashipu. And so angry he was that nobody dared to come near him. Nobody had the guts to appear in front of him. Like when some senior person in the family gets angry, then everybody wants to be away, not come in front of that person till he cools down. And even Lakshmi Devi, she was not ready to come in front of Lord Nrsimhadev. She says, I have never seen him like this. So then they sent Prahlad, and as soon as Lord saw Prahlad, his anger was gone. Just like the camphor evaporates in heat, Like that his anger disappeared and he was smiling. And he took Prahlad in his lap and he was licking because his upper body was like lion. So like if you have seen cows licking the fresh born baby, they lick the baby. Like that he was licking out of affection. So much affection for Prahlad. And then he took him in the lap and he was asking him, what do you want? So he says that Lord will be so pleased with him, with Prahlad. It's very difficult to please the Lord, but Ananya Drisha, by the vision of Prahlad, Drisha means vision. So it is described here that why Lord was pleased with him. It says Ananya Drisha. Prahlad's mind was set only on the Lord. He was seeing him everywhere. When Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlad that where is your God, he said he is everywhere. So he says, what do you mean everywhere? He says, yes, he is everywhere. So he pointed to the pillar in his palace and he said, is he inside this? And Prahlad said, yes, he is inside this also. Because he was seeing him. And Prahlad looked at the pillar, and Lord was inside the pillar and winking at Prahlad. He said, don't worry, I am here. He was seeing him physically. So this is the meaning of Ananya Drisha, that his drishti was on nothing else but the Lord. That's why he was safe everywhere. In everything, he only saw the Lord. If he saw the snakes, he saw the Lord. If he saw the poison, fire, and everything, he saw the presence of the Lord. And that's why he was not killed. So this is the meaning that Toshate Anaya Drisha, that Lord was very pleased with this. So as Krishna says that Yamam Pashyati Sarvatra Sarvancha Me Pashyati, that who sees me in everything and everything in me, Tasya Hamne Panashyami Sachamena Panashyati. I am not lost to him and he is not lost to me. Vasudeva Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudhava. So, who sees Vasudeva everywhere, such a Mahatma, great soul, is very rare. So Prahlad is a Mahatma like that. Because actually there is only God, nothing else. We are studying this philosophy right from the beginning. It was said that there is only one reality. Vadanti tat tatvidas tattvam is jnanam advan brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti shabdate. That all the people who have realized truth, they say that there is only one truth. And it is only one truth existing everywhere. All the great Mahatmas, east or west, north or south, they have realized this fact. So they see that we are not seeing. But if we also become Mahatma, we will only see God here. It's all His Leela which is going on everywhere. Nothing else. But because we don't want to see it, then we see what we are seeing. So our vision is different, and the vision of people like Prahlad is different. So for him, God is not somewhere far away. God is not lost to him. He is always seeing him. Premachurita bhakti vilochanena santa sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayanti. The santa, the saintly people whose eyes are filled with love, they are always sadaiva, seeing the Lord in their heart. Because Lord is present, He is omnipresent. He is Sarvyapa. So that's what saintly people like to follow his example. They want to be like him. So Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that Hinavarnam hemam yogai dahadibhir yatha shodhyate. So just like the impure gold, it is purified by heating. Tatha yasya shilam svabhavam anuvartitam anugantum praptum nirvairadibhir yogair atmanam bhavishyanti shodhishyanti. So in the same way, in future, the good-hearted people, they would like to purify themselves by the practice of yoga, etc., so that they can follow the character of Prahlad. And who is Prahlad? He says, Yasya Bhagavata Prasadad Heto Yasmai Prahladaya Idam Vishwam Eva Prasidati Kidrisham Sat Saivantaryam. So he says that it is because of Lord's grace that this universe is pleased for the sake of Prahlad. Saiva Antaryami Yasya, because it is Lord who is the super soul. Tad Antaryami Rupena Tatha Lokan Prereti Tatha Tat Prithvi Vairana Indradhyavi Prahladaya Prasidanti. So he is bringing another meaning. Yat prasadad idam vishwam prasidati yadatmakam. So by the grace of whom this whole world is pleased for the sake of Prahlad. So he says that Indra, he was enemy of Prahlad's father, because Hiranyakashipu has terrorized everybody. He did not leave anyone, did not spare anybody, top to bottom. It is very interesting how one person can terrorize so many people. Later on we will read that whether it is Yaksha, Rakshasa, Pisachas, Gandharva, Kinnara, everywhere he went. He went to every nook and corner and terrorized everybody. He said, I am the boss. And everybody has to surrender to him. And then it is described, and still he was not happy. Because nobody can be happy like this. Nobody can be happy by giving pain to others. It is not possible. So therefore Indra was also enemy of Hiranyakashipu. But Indra was pleased with Prahlad. Although Prahlad is the son of his enemy, they can also fear Prahlad that when he grows up, then he can also act against us. If we do something or say something about his father, then he can take revenge. But they were pleased with him because he is a devotee. Because he says that Lord is the super soul in everybody, and therefore he inspired everyone to be pleased with Prahlad. Saiva Atma Antaryami Yasya Tad Antaryami Rupena Tatha Lokan Prerati Tatha Tat Pitri Vairine Indradhyapi Prahladaya Prasidanti Ityartha. Sviyan Bhaktan Eva Pritya Pashyati Iti Swadrik. Lord is called here Swadrik, which literally means one who sees himself or one who is self-luminous. But he translates that it means Lord who looks at his devotees with love. Na vidyate anyo yasyam tadrishya drisha buddhya yad buddhau anya praveshtum na shaknoti. And Prahlad is called here as anya drisha, which means that in his mind nothing else could enter. As we are reading Sankhya, that in Sankhya you have to disassociate with matter, and in yoga you have to become free from all thoughts. So that is very difficult. But in bhakti you don't have to become free from all thoughts. But you have to have one thought of God. Because mind will think. Mind cannot be free from thoughts. Even if you practice and go on practicing, you can make it free for some time. But then again, it will revert back. The samskaras are lying inside, in the chitta. And those samskaras will again give rise to some thought. You will start thinking of your past life. Some thought will come about your birthplace, about your friends, your childhood, your youth. You have done so many things. After all, if someone becomes self-realized, does not mean that he forgets everything about his life. So all these thoughts can again flash back into the mind. But if mind is fixed on God, then it is occupied, it's not free. So then nothing else can enter. The thought is going to enter in the mind if it is empty. So in yoga they try to do the mind empty, and it is difficult to make the mind empty. You try to throw out thoughts from your mind, go on throwing, it keeps on generating non-stop. But if you fill the mind with thoughts of Krishna, then there is no place for another thought to come, because two thoughts cannot stay in the mind simultaneously. Mind cannot think of two things simultaneously. So if we think of Krishna, then non-Krishna thoughts cannot come. That is the meaning of Ananya Drisha. Anya means other and Ananya means not other. So his mind was filled only with thoughts of Lord. Savai Mahabhagavato Mahatma Mahanubhavo Mahatam Mahishtaha Pravridya Bhaktya Hi Anubhavitashaya Nivesha Vaikunthamimam Vihashyati. So Kashyapa is now going on speaking about Prahlad's. He says that Savai Mahabhagavata. Prahlad is a Mahabhagavata. Bhagavata means devotee and Maha means great devotee. He is one of the very top devotees and he is Mahatma. So many Maha are used for him. Mahabhagavat, Mahatma, Mahatam, Mahistha, Mahanubha. So he is a Mahatma, a great soul. We have soul which is very small, his soul was big. And he is Mahanubhava. Anubhav means you have Bhav and then you have Anubhav and Mahanubhav. So great experience or experiencing the waves of devotion. And Mahatam Mahistha, he is the greatest among the great. Pravridya Bhaktahi Anubhavit Ashaya Nivesha Vaikuntha. Because of his increased or heightened devotion, he has Lord situated in his heart, and therefore he will give up the materialistic concept, identification with the body, and goes to the Lord. Mahatma Mahadhritir Mahabuddhirva Mahanteva. So he Mahatma means he had a great fortitude because he was not disturbed. Although he was troubled so much, Hiranyakashipu, who tortured everybody, was not able to torture his own son Prahlad. This shows that how bhakti is eternal. That no one can stop you from doing bhakti. Nobody can be more powerful than Hiranyakashipu. Nobody can create bigger obstacles than what Hiranyakashipu could do. He was not only giving physical obstacles but also mystical obstacles, use of mantra, tantra, yantra, everything he tried. But he could not deviate Prahlad. And Prahlad was a small boy. He was only 5 years old. So that shows the power of bhakti, that small devotee defeated the biggest demon. This is the strength of bhakti. That's why he is given it. Mahabuddhirva. He was highly intelligent. Mahanta eva stambha svedadhya premanubhava. And anubhava means you have sthai bhav for the Lord, and then you have anubhavas. Vibhav, anubhav, sanchari bhav, sattvic bhav. So various symptoms of love which manifest in the body, like getting stunned or sweating, hair standing on the end, crying, tears in the eyes, or trembling of the body, changing of the color, cracking of the voice. So all these symptoms were manifest in his body. That is the meaning of Mahanubhava. Tatra hetu, why pravriddhya bhaktya anubhavite anubhavam prapita asya? Because he has attained great devotion in his heart. Mansi Vakuntham Krishna, and his mind was fixed on Krishna. Vakuntha is name of Krishna. Vakuntha also means the place Vakuntha. Vakuntastha vastu matram va nivesya imam maikam lokam chakshati. And when mind is fixed on Krishna, then only it is possible to give up this identification with the body. Otherwise we will keep on identifying with the body. No matter how much we hear that we are not this body. You can hear it day and night, but you will still think you are the body. Unless mind is fixed on Krishna, it is not possible to give up this identification. It is very strong. Therefore Krishna says, Mameva ye prapadyante mayametam tarante. Only those who surrender to me, they can become free from this maya. Otherwise it is not in our capacity to become free from this identification. We can know this. Knowing is one thing. You are inside a prison and you know that I am in prison. Now, it does not mean you can get out of the prison. There are people who are in prison, they may not know that they are in prison. Suppose somebody is born inside the prison. There are people also who are born in prison. He may not know that he is in prison. He may think this is natural. So even if he knows that he is in prison, just by knowing he is not going to get out, somebody has to open the door. So we can know that we are bound by Maya in the form of identification with our physical body. But we cannot become free from this unless Krishna unlocks, unless Krishna inspires the Maya to release her grip on us. So that is the meaning, that Prahlad's mind is fixed. Therefore nothing could disturb him. No Maya could disturb him. Hiranyakashipu created a lot of Maya. He was not affected. So then his character is alampata, Srila dharo gunakaro, hrishtay parardhya vyatito dukkiteshu, abhuta shatrur jagada shoka harta nedadhikam tapamivodurajaha. So his character is that he is alampata. He is well behaved, not attached to sense pleasures. Lampata means one who is addicted to sense enjoyment is called lampata. And alampata is opposite of that. And he is Shiladhara. He is has good character. Gunakara, he is the ocean of good qualities. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavati akinchana sarvai gunes tatra samasate sura. One who has bhakti has all good qualities, and one who is not a devotee has no good qualities. Haro bhaktasya kuto bhad guna. So where are the good qualities in a non-devotee? Because his mind will always go for sense pleasure, and that destroys the character. And he is the person who feels happy when he sees the opulence of others, and who feels distress when he sees that others are suffering. Usually people are opposite of this. If they see someone progressing, they become envious, their heart is burning. And if someone is suffering, then they think, yes, he really deserves it. Now he is learning the lesson. I just went to Faridabad that day and I met somebody. And this lady was, the husband and wife, they were talking to me. And they were saying that, oh, the wife was saying, I'm losing all interest in devotion and I stopped doing puja and this and that, and my mind is always somewhere else.